was the last time you ever had chicken a la king? Does that ring a bell? Is that something from back in the day? My mom used to make that when I was a kid in those puff pastry shells. Ode to my mom. And Moosey's very excited about this dinner. Right, Moose?
Yummy, yummy.
Well, besides the cooking show, which I have just a little one, I have been on a shopping spree to, the Dollar Tree. Honestly, you go in for two things that you think you want, and you come out with a truckload of stuff. I will share some of it with you, and you know what? I think I did get some good stuff. But the big news of the day is, yippee, I passed the driver's written test. Yep, with flying colors, by the way. My head was spinning with so much information. I think I aced the test. In fact, I skipped two questions because they were too ambiguous, and I really am going to consult with DMV on this because I think they said, are bicycle lanes painted yellow, green, or blue? No, they are not painted yellow, green, or blue. There's a white line, right? But the sign is green, and they did not say sign. So I thought, no way, I've never seen it in my life. So I got to talk to the DMV about that one. But even skipping that, I still passed. All of a sudden, it came up on the screen. You passed. I didn't even know it had ended. So that's over with, thank heavens, and I can relax on that. So on to other things. So I'm just going to share a few of the little things that I did pick up. Remember once before, I did make a stop at the dollar store, and the bank called shortly after I left, called Moose and said, I think that something has been credited to your account, something for $170 at the Dollar Tree store. He said, I think that has to be a mistake. And Moose said, no, if my wife is there, it's probably her. But we thought that was funny at the time. I've never done that since, had a big display. But I found things there, not only for the grandkids, and that's mainly what I was shopping for, but I found pumpkins and all sorts of things. Plus, they're bringing out their Christmas decorations. I did take a little picture of some things I picked up. The prices still at the dollar store for what you can get if you don't have decor, you wanted to add to your holiday decor. Honestly, I did buy some beautiful things, and some of the things that I'm putting up will go with my vintage candlesticks and things. I just wanted to show you some of the things I've picked up. All sorts of cute little thanks and be blessed and grateful signs at the dollar store. I know this is not the setting against the back of my kitchen here, but I just want to show you some of the things that I picked up in gold. Look at this. Look at these globes. $3.99. Globes are expensive. Isn't that beautiful? And a gold stand, some green Christmas trees, a gold angel, a gold reindeer, and some gold accents. Now, this little vignette is just something I put together just to show you. I took them out of the bag. Dollar Tree stuff. All together, this is probably about $15 to $18 for all of this that's here. And they had a lot of their Christmas stuff coming out. And I just had to grab it and show you. So run there. It's not the Dollar Tree. It's called something else, and I'll tell you. Look at these for Moosey. These are diabetic socks. Now, he's not the
you got me socks.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I was just ready to say he's not the diabetic, but I am. But look at these. They're really nice socks. If you have problems with swelling in your legs or whatever, I don't wear these. Thank God I don't have that problem. But Moosey wears these socks. They're easy to get on. And I found these, which I have paid $7 and $8 and more for 2 pair. And there's 3 pair in each one of these. They also have them in black for $2.99. For those of you who want nice, comfortable socks, These, I've been buying these socks for Moose for years and years, and they're great. And by the way, I wear them at night when my feet get cold too in the winter. So I'll start off with that. Tons of batteries. We're always needing batteries for one thing and another. All of that. But I think I already took pictures. I bought another cute mug, which I think is darling. But it was one of those days where I kind of went a little bit wild. And I also found the pastry shells, the puff pastry shells in their frozen food section, which is the whole inspiration for the dinner that I'm going to be making with you tonight for us. So I had the chicken and I will make my own roux. It's so easy. Isn't it a kind of a nostalgic meal for you too? I don't even know if people make chicken or turkey a la king anymore. And it's just made with leftover chicken or turkey and maybe some veggies, some onions, and a nice white sauce, all in these pastry shells. It's an easy peasy thing, but I will do it in the kitchen with you. I also am sharing something for me. As I was going out, they had these racks of sunglasses and also readers. They have a lot of readers there. Aren't these cute and different? They're metal all the way around, $1.29 for their sunglasses. Now, I love different kinds of sunglasses, and I think these really are different and cute. What can I say? It was a good day of shopping, that's for sure. Well, I think I will get busy with my supper. I'm starting to lose my light here a bit, but I hope you all had a very happy Halloween. So I'm going to tell you the name. I keep calling it the Dollar Tree, but you know, these dollar stores have different names. I'm going to put the correct name. It's the one that I just went to today. I go to a couple of different ones, but the one I was at today was a different name, and I can never remember the name of it, but I'll put it on the crawl here. You know, this is becoming sort of my signature hairdo. And yesterday was Halloween, and I had my hair teased out to here. So it still works, by the way, with my tortoiseshell clip in the back and putting it up. And would you believe that as we were shopping, as I was shopping today, a woman walked by and said, "You have a beautiful hairdo today." And I felt so good. And it made me want to remind people, when you pass someone that you think, I don't know whether I looked like I needed a compliment. I wasn't. I was actually in a pretty chirpy mood shopping around. But it makes you feel so good when you get a compliment from someone, either about your smile, your hair, or something you have on, or even if some stranger just smiles and says hello. So I just want to remind you how wonderful you can feel when you get a compliment. Just a little side. It is actually Halloween Day as I'm recording this, and I'm not expecting to see any trick-or-treaters come. I doubt if we'll see any trick-or-treaters today. And even Colleen's kids, two of them are in college, and they're all grown, all of these kids. But I'm sure Shannon will have maybe a fun party tonight with her friends. Now, by the time this video gets to you, we will have had a lovely visit with grandchildren. And we're going to Molly's to see two little great-granddaughters, and we're so excited about it, of having our little brunch celebration that morning. In this video, I will also put on some clips of our little visit with Molly and the two little girls. As a matter of fact, I think Debbie is going to be there for just maybe an hour because she's going to pick up some of my turquoise and silver jewelry. Remember, she has her big hospital foundation charity gala coming up, and the theme is cowboy hats and boots, or boots and cowboy hats, something like that. Cowboy something. And boots and ball gowns, that's the name of it. And she is wearing a black velvet outfit and one of her big, great black cowboy hats, a fabulous hat. and she wants to borrow some of my turquoise and silver jewelry. I think I was telling you about that in one of the last videos. So I'm bringing over my assortment, and she can pick what she needs to wear to the gala Saturday night. And this is a fun one for her because all of her children and spouses are going to be there, and her husband Barry is going to be modeling in the event. So they always have a fashion show that goes along with the gala. So that should be fun. And I think Matthew is also going to be there with Cindy. And we decided we would not go this year and let all these kids go instead of Debbie having us as her guests. So I'll be anxious to see a lot of these pictures. It's going to be a fun night for them all. Oh, one of the other things that I do want to tell you about, they always have a big display of plants and bulbs. And I have to tell you that over the past couple of years, any bulbs or plants that I have bought at these dollar stores has turned into this glorious big plant. The bulbs have all come up. In fact, I think they're better than buying the expensive bulbs from these catalogs. And they had packages of bulbs from Holland, tulip bulbs. And I bought a bunch of these, and I won't be planting them yet because in California you have to wait quite a while. But I'm hoping that in the spring I will have I found some deep red ones, some pink ones, some variegated colors, some yellow ones. So if you're looking for bulbs, and they were so reasonable, I think they were $1.29 for a package of 4 bulbs. That's so cheap, and they look like good, healthy tulip bulbs too. Here are some of these tulip bulbs that I've bought and the packages, and there's 4 bulbs in each. For those of you who are looking forward to planting some for spring flowers, isn't this wonderful? I'm ready to start my chicken a la king. I'm going to push this a little bit closer. Well, to start the recipe, we have to start making our roux first. And that is made with some melted butter, flour, and milk, which we're going to do now. It's kind of hard for me to do with one hand here, but I'll go ahead and start it, getting the flour. You know, this is always a hit and miss. I've poured some flour in and a little milk, and as soon as it starts to get too thick again, I'll keep adding milk, and then if I want it to get more and it gets too runny, I add more flour, more butter, and that's the way it goes with roux. You know the drill, right? And right now I need more milk. So now I've added more milk. So in the meantime, I have this wonderful roux. Now I've made quite a bit of it. And what I put in is my little secret ingredient. I've added half a can of condensed mushroom soup. Now I didn't add any liquid to it at all. Actually, it's probably more like 2/3. The oven is heating up at 425 degrees, and I have my package of puff pastry shells, and I have to cook these for 18 to 20 minutes, I believe. Yeah, that's what it says. Put them in your tin. I'm going to put them in this because I don't have too big an area. Now these have been frozen, so let me show you what they look like if you haven't seen them in a while. So if you remember, they come kind of hooked together, and you kind of have to unhook them here. They come in 2 strips of 3 each, and they're connected, so you want to separate them. And we've got them, it says to put them in face up. Now face up is obviously the part that's, you can see the bottom here. So I'm putting them up, face up, and I'm going to do 4 of them. Lucy and I are going to have 2 each, obviously. That means we have 2 left for strawberry shortcake or something else. While they are cooking, I've got my roux going, and I have a couple of secrets that I've added to the roux that I want to show you. So here we go. I'm going to push this up a little bit more. This is ready to go in the oven, face up, and they will rise. This is the puff pastry. So for those of you who haven't seen these in a while, this is what they look like when they're frozen. Now they're going to go in now. Now the reason I'm doing this is because, you know, lots of times your roux is very floury unless you start dressing it up with spices, or I will be putting some chopped onions in. But I wanted to put onions in, and I have some peas to put in too. Traditionally, you might want to put little carrots in too if you had them. Now, I didn't have a can of peas and carrots, but this gives it a nice taste, that taste of mushroom. And I've put in about 2/3 of a can, and all it does, it's not thickening it. The roux is kind of nice right now. I have quite a bit of it, so I might have some left over. So this is my secret. Instead of having mushrooms, I'm adding the mixture of mushroom soup, to the roux. I have a little bit of onions that I'm going to give a quick not a broil, but a par fry to. I have my chicken all chopped up, ready to go in, and my peas. And that's it, chicken a la king. Mom's favorite meal that she fed to us all the time. For me, it's very, very nostalgic, and I think for Moosey it is too. Delicious. So, the old back in the day meal to the consistency that you want. Mine is quite nice right now. And as you can see, it's soupy, but it's holding together. And you can see some of the mushrooms in here from the soup. They're cut up pretty finely, but I just tasted it, and that taste of flour and milk and butter is gone, and you have a bit of mushroom soup. So this is nice. Now I'm going to add the peas and the chicken, and then we just wait for the pastry shells. And then I'll just put this back on the stove. I'll add quite a number of peas. We'll see how we go here with the peas. I do have quite a bit of chicken to put in, so I'm going to put that in now too. And this will just be sitting on the stove waiting. Ooh, it's all the way up to the top. It looks good. I'm excited for this supper. It looks delicious. I think I need more peas, so I'm going to empty some of the water. And then I'm just going to give a quick fry to these onions, and then I'll pop them in here. And as soon as the shells come out, I'll pour them in, and Moosey and I will eat. So remember my secret. If you don't have mushrooms on hand, and even if you do, adding a bit of this thickened soup takes away that flour and milk taste and gives the roux a really kind of a different taste. Just a little secret for you. You know, as I was doing this, I decided I could kill two birds with one stone. So I added it to another pot because the other pot was overflowing. I put almost all of the peas in. I added a whole bunch more chicken, and I'm going to add more onions to it. And I put the whole can of soup in. Let me tell you why I did all that. Because I came up with an idea that the mixture looked so good and so rich with all that chicken and everything in it, that it would make a nice creamy soup with mushrooms. So I could add all of that. We certainly will have most of it left over. And here I have another meal in the making. So I'll save that for another night or two. Maybe I'll freeze the mixture. Maybe I'll use it tomorrow or the next night. And we'll have some kind of a soup. You know, the other thing that my mother used to make all the time was the same thing, what she would call chicken a la king on toast. And she would make a roux, of course, and put some chicken and maybe some vegetables in it. And we would have that mixture on toast if we didn't have the pastry shells. So there's all kinds of things you can do with a chicken a la king type thing. And I thought, what a great start to a creamy soup. So I'm going to buy some mushrooms, add that. Who knows what else I'll throw in? Maybe some broccoli. And we'll have a great soup or another kind of a meal. So this is finished. Used up the whole can. I tasted the roux and it is delicious. Really good. It has that cream of mushroom soup taste to it as well. And I'm sure I'll throw the rest of the peas in too, and I can throw this can away too. So stay with me until we plate. But doesn't this look delicious? Look how rich and thick this is. This will be great in the shell, but it will also make a great soup or another dinner of some kind. Let's just look at it. It's just chock full. I put extras, chicken, peas. Wish I had the mushrooms, but it looks so good. And that condensed mushroom soup is going to make it great. And some more onions are ready to go too. We're done. Well, it looks like we have to pop out. They look wonderful. I think we have to pop out the middle center pieces. There we go. And let's see how we do this. Let's see, the top just comes out. Ooh, does that look good? The top just puffs right up. Out it comes. Actually, the mixture is going to flood over these. These little shells are not big enough for all the nice filling that I'm going to put in them. They're pretty tiny, aren't they? So everything will kind of overflow in here, and that's my objective. I love my pepper. And aren't these cute little fellows with their little hats on? And of course I overfilled them because you need more. Look at those. Thanks, Mom, for reminding me. Nostalgic meal, chicken a la king in pastry puff shells. I just love their little hats. Aren't they cute? Moosey, come and get it. Thanks for watching. I love you all. Bye for now, and God bless us all.